Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be continuing reading Runaway Lovers by onions_Annie. This is a Tomboo story. Today we will be reading chapter 8. Quick little disclaimer, there are mentions of abuse, so if you don't like it, don't watch it. Also make sure you go read the first 8 chapters. Yeah, 8 chapters. Or this one won't make any sense. Without further ado, let's begin. Chapter 8. The Mastermind. Tommy's POV. Well, it first started when... Flashback. It's 7 p.m. at night, and I've finally become comfortable in my new home. I've only been here for 2 months, and I've only started school a month ago. I miss my brothers a lot. Sometimes I wish I didn't run away and stayed with my beloved family, but nothing lasts forever. I was really bored, so I decided to go downstairs, where Nikki and Rambo was. Rambo doesn't like when I call him Mark, but I try my best to call him Rambo. Unfortunately, I'm a human being and make mistakes, and Rambo gets very mad when I call him by his original name. He doesn't do anything though. He really just shuts his mouth and tightens his hands into fists. I walked downstairs. There was Rambo and Nikki sitting at the table, eating some cupcakes. Since the shop was closed, no one was there except for me, Rambo, and Nikki. Hey Nikki, hey Mark. I immediately stopped in my tracks. I am so sorry. I was cut off by him standing up and slapping me across the face. Holy fuck. I look at him in shock and utter pain. My cheek was going to burst out in flames. Well, at least it's what it felt like. I looked at him in the eye. All I saw was anger and violence. Then he placed another punch, and then another, and then 5 more came after that. Nikki was screaming at him to stop and trying to get him off me, because he had now pinned me to the floor. I was so scared. This wasn't the Rambo I knew. Rambo was sweet, kind, funny, and smart. He wouldn't hurt a fly. And I am serious. He actually struggles to kill flies. A few more minutes, Nikki manages to get him off me. Tommy, go to your room, she demands, whilst holding Rambo to her body. Making sure he didn't hurt me anymore, I ran to my room and bawled my eyes out. After an hour or so, Nikki came, barged through the door. She looked at me with pity. My nose bled. Every single spot possible in my room. My arms and legs all had bruises all over them. I couldn't move my left leg. I really didn't want to move my body. Come on, Tommy. I'm going to take you to the hospital. And don't worry, Rambo's asleep, she states. She picked me up. It wasn't that heavy. Anyone could really pick me up. She leans me into the car and drove to the hospital. When we arrived, the doctors told me that I'd injured myself. A broken left leg, a sprained left arm. In confusion, he also told Nikki to try not frighten me because I've flinched a lot. He also told Nikki that I probably wouldn't talk as much as I'm still frightened. We get in the car and go back home. I didn't really want to see Rambo again, but I couldn't voice that to Nikki because when I tried to talk, nothing would come out. Exactly what the doctors said would happen. When we got home, Nikki carried me to my bedroom because unfortunately we hadn't gotten crutches yet. I didn't feel safe to go to sleep, so Nikki cuddled me while I slept. It was yesterday when the whole incident had happened. Nikki said I didn't have to attend school today, so that's a pity. Rambo hadn't said a word to me. I hadn't said one word to him. I was still a tiny bit angry, but I really do miss his cuddles and kisses. It's been a week since me and Rambo have talked. I have crutches now and I can go to school. My friends have been avoiding me except George. He's also wondering why everyone's so weird with me. I have made a lot of friends since I needed someone to talk to. I was sitting at lunch talking to my new friends. Jack was staring at me like I was his Christmas present. Jack had a big crush on me. It made it obvious, but I just acted clueless. He started talking to me about how me and him should catch lunch together. Oh, sorry, it says Jake. No, Jake, I have a partner. Plus, you're 3 years older than me. I rejected him. His face turned red. He came closer to me. You will love me, even if I have to make you. He whispered into my ear, pressed something metal to my back. Now get up and come with me, he commanded. I followed his instructions and followed him where he was going. Every single step I took, it felt like I was going to vomit. I wanted to plead and scream and shout and have a tantrum, but I couldn't as we were walking past my ex-friend group. The minute they saw me, everyone looked away. Not George. He ran up and tried to give me a hug. Don't touch him or I'll hurt him sooner, Jake said, showing George the knife he had placed to my back. George's eyes widened as he tried to walk away for help. Jake grabbed George's hand and brought him next to me. You'll do too, pretty boy, he said, which in all honesty made me giggle out of awkwardness. He started to walk me and George outside until Dream saw George. Dream was very overprotective of his dear George, so he ran up to Jake and punched him in his sickening face. Let go of my George, Dream said, grabbing George. Jake let go of George, picked me up, made a run for it. Since Dream caused so much chaos, people were chasing us. Teachers, students, staff, security guards were chasing after us. They were all screaming, pleading, begging for Jake to come back and return me. Suddenly, Jake dropped me. I fell to my side. Jake was right next to me. He looked like he was in agony, like he had just been stabbed. Someone picked me up. It was Rambo. His brown hair blowing in the wind. He looked angry, stressed. He looked at me in the eyes. His brown eyes had an apologetic way. "I'm so sorry, Tommy," he apologized. "It's okay, I forgive you," not knowing that it would happen over and over again. I had tears running through my eyes as I admitted all these things to Wilbur and Technoplate. Wilbur brought me in a little tighter, for an even tighter hug as Techno joined in. "I'm so sorry for running away," my voice cracked as the apology came out. "It's okay. I hope you know I'm never letting you go. Never letting you out of my sight, right?" Techno asked, squeezing me tighter, since Wilbur was also included in the hug. He felt the same impact as me. "Yeah, I kinda figured," I admitted. I felt safe. I hadn't felt like this in a while. I was happy, like never before. "Also, what's Jake's surname? I just want to have a little talk," Techno asked. I stayed silent, making everyone in the room laugh. Nikki's POV. I apologize for Rambo and his friends. I apologize for Rambo and his friends. I organized, for Rambo and his friends to have a vacation. I helped them with excuses. I paid for everything. Just for Tommy to be alone while his family comes to get him. I couldn't bear with what Rambo was doing to Tommy. I love Tommy so much. He deserved to be spoiled, loved, cared for. I had to reach out to the royal family themselves and told them everything. I even gave them the evidence of Tommy's existence and gave them some of his DNA that I collected in his sleep. That sounds creepy. I was the one that worked out the plan on the day Techno would have his crowning, and how people would be allowed to gather in the same room. It was me. I was the mastermind at the end of the day. I just wanted him to be happy. I found his diary. He wrote so much about how he missed his brothers dearly. He missed and loved his brothers dearly. Right now, I was lying on my bed. The sun was setting, and my eyes were closing. I was so happy that Tommy, or should I say Theseus, was safe now with his brothers. Although I hope that he was kept far away from the servants there. They were really pervy. Oh, gross. I had seen on the news that the prince was back home and how his family was more than splendid for his presence to be returned. Technoblade, the newly crowned king, had also notified me by text that Theuses was well looked after and was sleeping at the moment. And just like that, happy thoughts washed away and replaced by negative ones. You will never see Tommy again. Tommy hates you. Tommy isn't actually happy. They're lying to you about Tommy being happy. They're actually hurting him. They're going to execute him now, and that you gave them access to him. Not only are you a bad person, it's your fault. You failed to be his guardian by getting him killed. Rambo is going to hunt Tommy down and kill him. They're going to kill Rambo. They will kill you for keeping Tommy a secret. Tears were running down my eyes, running through my eyes, down my cheeks, down my neck. Tommy is safe, that's all that matters. I reassure myself, drifting off into sleep. Drifting to sleep was the best thing I had ever felt in my life. All of a sudden, I reminded myself before actually going to sleep that I could see him tomorrow and make sure he was okay. Rambo's going to be back in a week. And that was chapter 8. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for chapter 9, which I'm so excited for. I genuinely love this series so much. I say series, it's just one book, I think. And I'm so excited to read the next chapter. Holy hell. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.